I am sorry. I am late. Sorry, I am late. I've had a breaking news kind of morning. Breaking news kind of morning, guys. So I apologize for it. I actually was supposed to have a member of the Peach Bowl president was supposed to be on the show this morning. Did not. Unfortunately, I had to cancel on him at the last minute. There was just too much going on. And all you guys are going to, unfortunately, you would just sit there and say to yourself, let's just get to the news. Let's just get to the point and let's get to where you're going, right? So I literally just broke some news on Twitter. Actually, I've had two breaking news stories this morning. I got to retweet this, though. And then we're going to get into it in a good way. Good morning to everybody. Hopefully this is why you do the show. So just understand a lot of this stuff is happening in real time and I don't got a producer to help me out. So give me 1 second. All right, I've got that retweeted. Texas has got some transfer portal activity. Texas has got some Quinn Ewers activity. There's a lot going on. Woosa. Hey, all right, let's get into it. Your unc's been busy today. I got to ask someone to make a front page for me real quick. Can you make a front page? Okay. All right. I had to take care of some stuff with the website. All right. So where do we start? Where do we go? I guess we'll start a little bit with the breaking news portion of it. And there's two breaking news things, okay, that I just now tweeted out. There's a couple of different things. Texas is going to have 2 visitors on campus today and another one coming on Monday. Texas is going to have defensive tackle Cole Bavard is going to be visiting Texas today. In addition to Cole, Arkansas linebacker Brad Spence is going to be in Austin today. And then on Monday, the guy that you have been asking about, former Georgia Tech receiver Eric Singleton, is going to be in Austin on Monday. That's right. No. Trust me, when I'm late, there's a couple of things. If I'm late or I'm running a little bit behind, it's either I'm working on some new stuff or my kids. And I'm trying to do kid drop off. It didn't go the way that I expected it to go, especially with 2 different drop offs. So those are the 2 things, or at least 3 things. And then, of course, I got the Quinn Ewers situation that I've got to talk about. Again, I was supposed to have on, I'm going to have to reschedule on the Peach Bowl president. Gary Stokan was supposed to be on the show today, but unfortunately, there was so much going on. I was so busy with the Quinn stuff this morning. I just had to put out that fire. And then this other stuff that happened as well. It's just too much going on. And I couldn't have the man get on here knowing that I'll just be listening to him tell me about how awesome the Peach Bowl is. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, I wish he got to stop talking because we got to get to the news of the day. So all this stuff broke right beforehand. So let's see how we can start to break some of this down and really start getting into, like I said, the news, the notes, and the nuggets of everything that's going on. So you guys already know and kind of were well aware of, and this should have been the situation with the Georgia Tech defensive tackle. Clearly, Texas needs help at defensive tackle. Let's start with the Sydir Mitchell situation. Let's start with Sydir Mitchell. So Sydir Mitchell, who said he was going to go in the portal and said he was out, decided that, you know what? I guess I'm not going to go in the portal anymore. It happens. By the way, my OCD is kicking in because I'm really trying to make this thing like level, and it really keeps bothering me. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry there. All right, it's a little bit better. All right, I'm just going to do this. So my OCD is bothering me. So I'm just gonna. All right, perfect. I'll be able to focus a little bit more. Sorry, I do have this OCD thing in me, and it was really killing me. And I couldn't do the show. All right, so Sadir Mitchell had talked about going into the transfer portal, and then he decided that he's not going to go into the transfer portal. So he was able to sit down with the staff, kind of have a conversation with the staff, figure out what they want to do, and he's good to go for the 2025 season as of 12, 13, 9, 11 a.m. Okay, so this is one thing where we got to always remember with some of these young people. Sometimes they say, hey, I'm out. And then what did I tell you? And I've been telling you guys this thing the whole week. I've been telling you guys this the entire week, and this should be the proof of everything I've been telling you all week. Remember this. I said, if Steve Sarkisian and the staff want somebody to stay, they usually stay. Haven't I told you this all week long? Have I not? I've said it. I've been on this pulpit. I've stood on it. I've told you. If Steve Sarkisian and his staff want somebody, they're going to keep. They'll find a way to keep them. And Sadir Mitchell was viewed as now it's making me more uncomfortable to have it like this. I'm remember to myself, never wear this damn hoodie again. It is bothering the F out of me. Damn it, Onward. Okay. So anyway, sorry. You're really seeing OCD in action, and it's hard. So Sadir Mitchell decides that he's not going to go in. And yeah, did they show him a big bag, Craig? Look, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I ain't mad at him. You know what? Come on. Listen, you can be disgruntled all you want to. You can say you hate your job, right? You say, I don't like it. I'm going to leave. And they're like, look, man. Look, lady. We don't want you to leave. So how about this? Let's just give you an extra like $30,000 a year. Are we good? You're like, no. I guess I could deal with my boss's coffee breath like that. Right? I mean, we would all do that. We all would do that. And I'm not saying Ketch doesn't drink coffee. So I'm not talking, it's not a Ketch reference. I only see him like once or twice a year. I don't know what his breath smells like. Always smells good and fresh whenever I saw him. When he did used to live around here. So in any case, so Sadir Mitchell's back. And now they're bringing in Cole Brevard, the defensive tackle. Why don't I just show this to you on the screen here? Why don't I just share the screen to make it easier? Because I'm a visual person as well. So now they're bringing in, so make the conversation easier. So now they're bringing in Cole Brevard, the defensive tackle out of Purdue. As you can see, he's listed at 6'3", 333 pounds. Looks like he was at Penn State at one point. He was at Purdue. At this moment, if you're Texas, there's no shortage of big men that you can't take. And by the way, he was an all Big Ten tackle last year, playing for Purdue. So not the worst thing in the world. Absolutely. If you have an opportunity to get him and you need big humans and guys like this are available in the transfer portal, you absolutely take a guy like that and see what he can do. Because right now, beggars can't be choosers. Beggars cannot be choosers as relates to them. So he's obviously grown. He's obviously has progressed. Spent his freshman year, first 2 years at Penn State, redshirted. Then obviously he gets over to Purdue. Not quite sure that timeline. I guess he redshirts at Purdue, and then redshirt junior year, and then of course last year. So again, so he's the number one guy, at least one of the first defensive tackles that Texas is bringing in. And then, so you have him. So there's that. Let me stop sharing this one. And then Texas is also bringing in Brad Spence. You're like, who? Brad Spence, at our linebacker out of Arkansas. Let's go and bring him up. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm just going to keep, I guess I got to accept all these cookies. But he's out of Houston. Okay. So again, this is just some background on this. And I'll be honest with y'all. I'm just be honest with you. All this stuff happened in such real time for me right before the show that I didn't have a chance to do a ton of research. Like typically something like this happens, and I got tons of time to do some research. I can tell you about all these guys and tell you all the ins and outs. I am telling you, I found this out 10 minutes before the show. I've only had time to just spell check. I'll be honest with you. I cannot lie to y'all. I've only had time to spell check, okay? And so, in any case, we got Brad Spence. I'm gonna learn about Brad as you learn about Brad. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you like this. Ain't too many people out there gonna keep it real like this. It will tell you honestly, like, look, I just got the news, I put it out there. I don't even know if this man had a tackle last year. We're about to find out though. Everybody else want to be like, I'm an expert. I know all these things. I'm like, hey, yo, let's find out what he did. All right, let me see. Registered 4 tackles and a sack during Missouri. Blah, blah, blah. Led Arkansas with 8 tackles in addition to collecting a sack and a pass breakup. What I need, though, this is cool. I need his overall stats, though. I need his overall stats. All right, let's look and see what high school that he went to. Did they say, how you say, is it Klein Forest? I'm assuming is that how y'all mention it? Klein Forest? Is that how you say that? I'm not from not from those parts. Money B might be really familiar. Money B knows of all this. 3-star prospect. Yeah, I mean that's where you started. That's not where you finished, though. I mean, so he was a 3-star prospect, really good. It looks like he played in 11 games as a freshman. He played. It looks like a lot of games here. Don't have it, but why did I not? Oh, here we go. Stats. There we go. Let's see if they got his stats here. All right, let's go. All righty. All right. Okay, fools. Here we go. Bottom line over here. Real time, y'all. I'm sorry. I ain't polished. 54 tackles. Okay, 26 solo, 28 assisted tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 4.5 tackles. What did he do in the Texas game? Here we go. 7 tackles, 6 solo, 1 assisted, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack. There you go. If you Texas, you saw this. Now, I'm not to say Texas don't do their due diligence, but you got to think, okay, what put this guy on their radar? They went back and looked at the film and said, okay, yeah, that guy was pretty good. They obviously remember him coming out of high school. Makes all the sense in the world. I got it here. Okay. We got his career stats. So really, it looks like last year was a 10. Yeah, last year he played a lot. He played in 11 games, but it looks like he's played a lot more in that role. Again, with 4 starts. Okay, now we're getting it. 4 starts, 54 tackles. Okay, so as we check out the profile of this guy, we start putting it together. He's a guy that they'll bring in as far as to compete, but who has some playing time. And yet, you know what? 2 years in the system at Arkansas in an SEC program, and then you're going into year 3. You need the depth. I like it. I like the upside of this young man. I like what I honestly like. I mean, these are pretty good. These are pretty good numbers for a guy who only started in 4 games. Let me go back here. I want to see what games did they say? Did it say let me do this. Let me see Let's see what games he started in. Oh, come on. They didn't put in his 2024 season what games he started in. So I thought that would help us out a lot. In any case, so there you go. So we got a little bit more on Brad Spence. Y'all got plenty of time. It's Friday. Y'all got plenty of time to go and check him out. I wonder what he's doing on X. Let's see. He's got an X profile up here. Let's just go ahead. Well, there's his thing. Let's go ahead and follow him. He can take down his Arkansas collective stuff. Let's see. Yep. I'm officially in the transfer portal. Thank you, Arkansas. Well, Texas fans need to show him some love. He don't got enough followers. So y'all, Brad Spence _ you go ahead and follow him. You said you plan on being the best. Well, I say, you know what, Brad? You can come in here and be the best here at UT. How about that? We'd love to see you. All right. So there you go. So that's the second one. And now, good morning to everybody who's here in the chat, or everyone who's following in. If you're coming in late, I've just got some. Just been a busy morning. A good morning. I said I was supposed to have the president of, you can see in the headlines and everything, I was supposed to have the president of the Peach Bowl on this morning. We had so much breaking news that occurred that unfortunately we're just not able to pull it off. All right, hold on. It's almost there. It's almost there. Okay, if I don't touch it, I'll be okay. Well, just don't touch it. I'll be okay. And now there's a Tracy came in. I'm sorry, Tracy. I missed your super chat. I got you. Okay. Where do you rank Banks on the Texas all-time offensive line list? Oh God, I don't have a historical reference like that, Tracy. Where do you rank Barron on the Texas all-time DB list? Current roster. Who will be the next Longhorn to win the Thorpe, Outland, and Lombardi? Okay, as far as Banks is concerned, you got to give me time to work on this one, Tracy, because I'd have to work on my top 5. This is probably really, honestly, I'll tell you what. I'm going to pass this. Ask Catch this question at noon. I'll let him know that you had a super chat in here. Re-ask it. I'll let him know. Barron has got, Jade is clearly, I mean, Texas has had a bunch of good DBs. Jade's having one of the better single seasons of a DB as well. I know, and I agree. I know Banks has got to be top 5. I don't know what Jade is, but just because, this is DBU for a hot minute. So he's one of the best that we've seen in a really long time. But I don't know where he's at. And then as far as my projections, I don't know. Banks is special. I don't know who, from an offensive line perspective, is that good yet. I think there's some guys who have an opportunity to be that good. I think Cam, if he comes back, has an opportunity. I think Gooseby has got a low-key good opportunity. But let me come back to that, Tracy. I'm going to come back to that. I don't know if I'm in the right time frame to give you a state of mind to give you a good answer on that. But let me come back to that one, okay? Just table that. I promise you, it won't be a waste of money. The other guy that obviously that everyone knows about who is going to be visiting Texas is going to be Eric Singleton from Georgia Tech, the Georgia Tech receiver. Let me see if they still got his stuff up. Let me see if they updated anything. Yeah, the funny part is when these guys go into the portal, like they're not. These schools are like, okay, one less thing for us to update today. We are not updating this dude, but here's the basics on him though. 5'11", 190 pounds. So he fits the Steve Sarkisian receiver mold. Like he's got it at that point. He had 48 catches for 714 yards. In 2023, he had 6 touchdowns. Someone says in an ESPN article that was one short of Calvin Johnson's freshman record with the program. This past season, he had 56 receptions for 754 yards with 3 touchdowns, and he also had 131 rushing yards and a touchdown on 21 carries, and he was an all-ACC honorable mention. So those again, what you need to do is with the Singleton guy, just go look that up. I'd love to show you his highlights, but then I probably am going to get flagged if I do that. Hold on. Maybe I have found a way to work around it. You know what? Let's see if I can do this. All right. I'm just going to show you his speed. I think I can work. I think I found a workaround, by the way, which is I think if I show it off of Twitter, and if I don't show it that way, okay, so let's do this. And how about this? I'm going to do no sound so it doesn't get flagged. Out of hell with it. They flag it. I'll just take it down.
Only reason Buddy just got robbed.
Oh no, well that's got rap music to it. Hold on. I don't now I know I'm gonna get flagged. All right, let me do that. Let me go back. All right, check this out. Check out the speed. Check that out. Oh, that's a good stop and go. Tell me that's not a Steve Sarkisian guy, right? That guy looks like a Steve Sarkisian kind of guy. Let me see if I go here. Let's see if this is my stuff. Let's see Eric Singleton. Let's see what shows up here. All righty, that's Buddy here. Josh Pate. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. Eric Singleton's got some hands.
Out of the timeout, King to throw. King, deep shot for Singleton. He comes back to make the catch.
Wait a second. How did he get that open? How did he get open that fast? Look how fast he got down the field.
Out of the timeout, King to throw. King, deep shot for Singleton.
King. Look at the separation that this dude has, or look at that separation. I mean, the closest guy to him is 5 yards away, and that might be by accident. I mean, at this point, he's got a 5-yard lead, 5 yard on this guy, 10 yards on this guy. Well, we're probably about a good 7-ish or 8 or so around there.
Deep shot for Singleton.
And if he didn't have to stop for the ball, and that guy hits him in stride, Archer hit him in stride. I can tell you that. Arch will hit him in stride. All right, so that's cool. All right. I feel like I'm gonna get a bunch of copyright strikes here. I feel like I'm gonna get a bunch of copyright strikes here. So it's all good. It's all good. We'll clean it up on the YouTube side as well. Singleton is there. Is Harish? Is he a take? Harish. He's visiting on Monday. Yes, thank you, text 3546. He's visiting on Monday. He's an absolute take. Yes. That guy's insane. Now, they say he's asking for a lot of money. I ain't mad at him, but just know he asking for a whole lot of money. And I'm just gonna say this: what I'm reporting today. Look, there's a couple of days between now and Monday. Who the heck knows what happens with some of these young people? They say they're gonna do something one day, then sometimes things change. But just know that's the plan. There's also another plan, because I got more stuff to get into. Eric Torres. Eric Sells Homes DFW, because if you're looking for a house in the DFW area, you don't have to look any further than El Presidente, my main man, my dude. Looking to buy a home, looking to sell a home, whatever it is, El Presidente, he has got you covered. Check him out. There's that QR code. Let him know that your unc sent you. Let him know that your unc on a Friday who was grinding and hustling and thought, I just gonna talk to the Peach Bowl guy and have a chill show. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, this guy's coming and this guy's coming and this guy's visiting. Like, everything's different, but it's all good. It's a fun show. Hopefully that's one of the reasons why y'all watch the show. Not because of my charm and Devon, because I'm Devonair. And just make sure y'all go out to Specs.
No matter what you're needing, Specs same-day delivery can save the day with our Specs app or online shopping. From world-class wines to hard-to-find spirits and craft beers, to gourmet foods, delicious snacks, and spectacular sweets. It's Specs.
Cheers to you guys. Cheers to everybody who is here in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to you. Tracy, like I said, I know I owe you a good answer on that one. I just don't think I'm equipped to give you the best answer. Oh, damn. I didn't know that they had a Portal Combat thing in here. I guess I could have used their Portal Combat stuff. Huh. All right, well, I'm going to use it anyway. Let me see. Get over here! What the hell is that? What's this one? That's what they doing on these other shows? That's the graphic they wanted me to use? Okay, well, I'm never doing that again. Anyway, to recap real quick, especially if you came in a little bit late, Harish, obviously everyone know that Purdue defensive tackle Cole Brevard is going to be visiting today. But in addition to him, Arkansas linebacker Brad Spence is going to be in Austin today, and Georgia Tech wide receiver Eric Singleton set to visit on Monday. All right, there you go. What is this? Am I in the wrong folder? I must not be in my. All right, I didn't go back in my folder. I was in their folders. I don't know. I was in the main folder. I'm now in the old fashioned folder, and I'm going to deal old fashioned stuff. Okay, I don't want to do that again. No offense to the people who use that one. Kind of threw me off. All right, let me get back and refocus. The other thing I need to talk about, and I put this out there this morning. You know, the Quinn Ewers thing. It's so fascinating how this thing has become a thing. Obviously there was a report out there that Quinn was potentially there's an offer from a Big Ten team for him to go there, and he's considering going back to college for another year. Listen, here's what I can tell you. Excuse me. Here's what I can tell you. Quinn wants to go pro. If he has to go back and come back to college, something went horribly wrong in the next few weeks. There's no motivation for Quinn to come back to college for another season. For what? You've got to give me the list, and I tell you, it's going to be really short, of quarterbacks that you would say are going to be drafted before him. There's not a long list. This is not a deep quarterback draft class where you say to yourself, "Whoo, this thing is so stacked." Like, who? I mean, like, there are 8, 9 guys. Like, it's not that's not it. It's no motivation for Quinn to come back and risk getting hurt again. He goes to this Big Ten school and gets hurt, and then what? The stock is even worse. Just a pure, just think about logic sports. You're a smart sports fan. Like, all of you guys are smart sports fans. And I mean, I don't just mean guys, I mean in the generic term, ladies as well. By the way, Stephanie, I realized that the email that I gave you does not work. I haven't been able to get a response on this Gmail since February. I don't know why I'm not getting stuff, and I keep checking on my settings. So Stephanie, anyway, email me on another email address, NFLHonor@yahoo.com. I'll probably be able to get that easier. So just think about the motivation to come back to play another year of college football when your dream is to go to the NFL. And there's not that many quarterbacks ahead of you that are ranked ahead of you that teams are going to covet. He's probably in the top 3. He's in the top 3 of the conversation of quarterbacks who are going to come out in this draft. Top 3, it's going to mean first round. So, quit. Listen, there's always going to be people who are going to fill someone out, check it out. But at the end of the day, the goal is to go to the NFL. And that has not changed for Quinn's part. It has not changed for Sark's part. That's the deal. Get to the NFL. So going to college and coming back for another year to get a few mil, he's getting money already. And now it's not about the money. It's fulfilling the dream. It's also about, why even go back and then risk the fan base turning on you if everything doesn't go exactly the way that it goes. I mean, if you're Quinn, I'll be quite honest with you. I just keep it a buck with you. If you're Quinn, you probably feel like, I don't want to speak for him, but let's just be honest and adults here. If you're Quinn, you kind of get crapped on here at Texas for all that you do, all the sacrifices that you make. You put your body on the line, you play hurt, and you get crapped on in a 10-win season. You get crapped on in an 11-win season when your team goes to the playoffs. Why the hell would you want to subject yourself to that kind of treatment for one more year? Well, hell, if I'm going to get crapped on by people, by some people in the fan base, in the media, hey, why don't I just go pro and call this crap a day? It makes way more sense for him to say, you know what? Let me get the hell out of here, get the hell out of Dodge, and I'm going to go and fulfill my dream than to actually sit here and deal with this for another year. Hell with it. Go pro. Go live your life. So it makes all the sense in the world for him to go. And you're right, by the way, Chris Bennett, he does get a little bit of Chris Sims treatment. For a winning program and a winning team, I mean, he will go down statistically as one of the best quarterbacks in Texas history. And you have your Mount Rushmores, right? And that whoever you have on your Mount Rushmore, you got your V1, you got your Colt, right? And then you got your quarterback from back in the day. He's right there. He's one of the best. And there comes a thing. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. Because I'm gonna write it on Sunday. So I'm just gonna say it. There comes a point where I think going into next week, there should be a little bit more appreciation for Quinn and what he has accomplished. And I think Texas fans kind of have to take an approach of, you know what? That's our quarterback. That's our guy. Ride with him. We're going to die with him. Sark's riding with him. We're going to die with him. Because, Chris Bennett, you said the Chris Sims treatment. Sam Ehlinger got the same treatment. How often do you see Sam Ehlinger back at a Longhorn football game on the sidelines? How often do you see it? How often do you see it? Bye weeks. Off season. How often do you see it? At some point, you got to treat your guys with love and respect, man. I'm just saying, it's important. It's important. Like you go back. It's like if you go back, if you're like A&M, right, and you go back to a certain place, it's like a hero. It's like you're an absolute hero, right? And then sometimes with our quarterbacks here at Texas, it's like they're getting shit on. And it's like, hey, man, this is an 11-win season. Things are good. Quinn didn't cost Texas the conference championship game. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not trying to turn this into an appeal, but I am trying to at least work with the mindset of there's a 4-game stretch that's going on. And as you guys as the fans, it's probably important and imperative that you get behind your QB and let him feel the love. Let him feel the love. What hurt? You know, he sees the Arch Manning love. The Arch Manning love is there. Okay. But what about make sure he feels that as well? Give him your same energy. Anyway, that wasn't that was unsolicited. This is a thing that, you know, bothers me about it, because we were in this quarterback purgatory for so many years and then finally got a good quarterback. And then it's like, oh, look at what's wrong with him. He missed the deep ball. All right, man. Okay, yeah. And you won. So guess what? Let's hope the deep ball happens. And by the way, yes, and sometimes his receivers drop balls. How about that? Sometimes the offensive line. You know, there's so many different things, right? That happens with it. Anyway, Quinn plan GoPro. That's the plan. Anyways, rant over. The second part of that is just go ahead and like Old Yeller, put a bullet in the head of the any. You have my permission to slap the taste out of anybody's mouth who tries to tell you that Arch Manning may transfer. Slap the taste out of their mouth. Slap them. I'll bail you out. Only one person. We have one designated slapper because I can't bail all of you out. Money B will be the designated slapper. Deborah, first of all, it's not crap. Do you? I challenge you, Deborah, to get on Twitter. I challenge you to get on social media and see the things that are said about Quinn. I challenge you to talk to anybody behind the scenes who has to talk to Quinn and help him deal with all the BS. It's not crap. It's real. So I will respectfully disagree with you, because in this regard, there definitely needs a little bit more love. All I gotta say. I don't say this out of just pure, I'm just pulling crap out of the sky. There's a reason and there's a method, and trust me on that, please. Arch, at the end of the day, he's here, he's dedicated. Whenever you see the hype about anything as an Arch thing, a conversation is concerned, slap the taste out of anyone's mouth. That is not a thing. I was told today everything he's committed to still is here, still remains a part of it, and that he is still as dedicated to this program as he's ever been, and that everybody wants to make that clear, that everyone understands that in 2025, this is Arch Manning's teams at the University of Texas. And again, here's what's going to happen, because here's what's going to happen. I told y'all guys about this last year, warned you about it. I warned you about it in the spring and in the off season. But I warned you about it, is that people were going to start to put things out there about Arch and this and that because it's good clickbait. It's a good clickbait material, blah, 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 right? Arch sells, like the headlines of Arch sells. And so they're going to manufacture as many Arch stories that may or may not even be true. Actually, the majority of them are not true, but they're going to manufacture it anyway just for the clickbait story. Ignore it. Arch 2025. You can go ahead and make your t-shirts. In fact, I saw an Arch Manning. I went to Dick's in Cedar Park, Dick's Sporting Goods. So for those who have horrible minds, and I don't know if you've seen this, but they have this. I took a picture of it. They have this on sale at the Dick's Sporting Goods, man. It was crazy. I was like, they literally have the art stuff. That was interesting. I was just taking all kind of pictures, right? And then they had the Quinn number 3 stuff that was that there, but not too far. Oh, it was kind of a badass Air Ewers shirt. Maybe that's why security was following me around that yesterday. But to know that's what they're selling that in the stores, man, I might just buy a bunch of them. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them and sell that thing on eBay. Anyway, just know Arch is locked and loaded heading into 2025. I think everyone's got their news, everyone's got their notes of everything. And I feel like, hold on, there was I want to make sure I did not miss a super chat. Yeah, I thought I saw a super chat here. So let me bring this in here. Okay, we didn't bring in his transfer cards. Did they work them out? Nope. Let Quinn throw. No. Everything is just a visit. As far as that is concerned, it's just a visit. It's not like in the NFL they do that. Like in the NFL, they'll bring a guy in on let's say like on Tuesday, and they'll do those kind of workout things. This is not, you need to show yourself or prove yourself or run a 40 or anything to that effect. Sometimes I'm not quite sure they even do the medicals. Like sometimes I think they may ask them for some medical stuff, like if they have a previous injury history. But outside of that, though, this is just a time to get to know the staff, get to make sure like everyone gets to hang out, and it's just more like a regular recruiting visit, just everything like that. By the way, okay, a couple more that came in. A shout out to you, Onward. You just mind your own business. Drink dark liquor, break stories. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Where you been? Hey, by the way, where you been? Outside of an old fashioned, I don't do that dark too much. I learned years ago, liquor has an effect on certain people. And I learned for whatever reasons, like the dark liquor just made me a little bit more angrier. I'll sip on some, I'll drink my hand, and then, I just want to fight people. It just was something about the dark liquor that I said, man, I gotta start getting away from this. So I outside of an old fashioned, which, they add a little bit more things in it, I stay away from the dark. I'll become a really angry unk on that dark liquor. That's why I stick to the vodka mostly. I'll be honest with you. Did y'all ever had the Incredible Hulk back in the day? Now that was a hell of a combo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have, well, your liver probably thanks you. But I definitely do feel about that. And Rodolfo, I am thinking about doing the Drunk Unk show another time. What's made it hard, Adolfo, as far as Drunk Unk is concerned, what made it really difficult to kind of continue with it was I was doing shows in the morning, and then we had the Outsiders at night. So it was just kind of hard, like how am I going to overlap it? But I'm telling you now that the off season is here, it's going to pop up. It's going to pop up at some point. I just don't know when it's going to happen, but it definitely is going to happen soon. Maybe even tonight. I don't even know. But anyway, all right, listen. I got some way more messages that I need to get to. Harish, your code up now. The easiest way to watch the show is to watch it at 1.5 speed as opposed to watching it full. Just watch it in 1.5, and then all of a sudden you just go past. It's just a lot faster and easier to understand and go through. All right, that's it. Deborah, don't be mad at me. I don't need no enemies. But what I said was for a reason, and I want you to understand that. Everybody else, though, including Deborah, I hope y'all have a good weekend. Hope everybody goes out and do something nice for yourself. Christmas time is around the corner. I know it's a fun holiday for others. It's a tough holiday for others because they've lost a loved one. So go out there and try to have a nice day, a special day. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to continue being OCD with this thing. Remember what I always say, though. Live each day like it's your last. One day it will be. Stay tuned to my Twitter account. Be on Orange Bloods. Got tons of breaking news that is going on. So time for me to get back to work. Well, I guess this is part of it as well. Anyway, the intro for the outro. One day I will make this all right, and I will never play that Portal Combat crap again. Y'all take care.